What is going on, everybody? David Tarte here, coming at you with another video. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'm uploading every Monday and every Thursday, and I promise you don't want to miss it. With that being said, I'm here at the apartment getting ready to go to the gym, hit a shoulder and chest workout that I'm going to take y'all through. A little bit of a fitness update. I woke up with a new low weigh-in of 189.4. So I started my cut about 6 weeks ago at 194. So I'm losing very, very steadily, which I'm happy about. Probably gonna aim to lose like another 10 pounds and maybe maintain like 9 or 10% body fat. Still doing 3 hours of cardio per week, 5 meals per day, everything gets tracked. Prioritizing sleep, 7-8 hours of sleep every night. Just trying to do everything in my power to really just have everything dialed in as best as I can. A little bit of a different video today. Gonna do a voiceover for today's workout. Hopefully y'all can take something away from it and learn something. But yeah, gonna go ahead and get my pre-workout ready and I'll see y'all at the gym. Let's go ahead and let's get straight into it. Just pulled up to the gym. Houston is on something right now. There's a big like cold front coming through. I'm not the biggest fan of working out in the cold, so I might have to go inside here in a second. But that being said, for today's fit, got this shirt from Target. I have a Gymshark tank underneath combined with the Gymshark mesh shorts. Honestly, I used to be more of like an Alphalete type of person. Used to be really into their clothing, but been transitioning a little bit more into Gymshark lately. Loving their stuff. Pre-workout's definitely kicking in now, and feeling the itchiness, the beta-alanine, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and let's slam some shoulders, a little bit of chest since my chest is still sore, but hope y'all enjoy the voiceover and I'll see y'all afterwards. What's up, y'all? Just thought it would be a really cool idea to just take y'all through this workout, show y'all what I'm doing to grow my shoulders and my chest. Today was a secondary chest day. I do have a day where I do chest and shoulders, where chest is the primary focus, but today was basically just a shoulder day because my chest is feeling pretty fatigued. But with that being said, every single shoulder day I'm starting with a rear delt fly. And this is gonna do one of two things. It's gonna make sure that you're not skipping rear delts, you're not cramming it in at the end of your workout. And then it's also just gonna give you better stability. If you're going straight into a pressing movement, like a dumbbell shoulder press, or like a military press or something like that, if you can make sure to really activate that rear delt beforehand, you're just gonna feel a lot more stable and a lot stronger. Now, after the rear delt fly, I did decide to go straight into my dumbbell shoulder press. And one thing to keep in mind is that sometimes I will do a pre-exhaust. So I might do a lateral raise machine or a dumbbell lateral raise before my shoulder press. And that's gonna do a few things. Number one, it's gonna force you to go lighter on your main compound movement. But at the same time, when you do the main compound movement, you're gonna feel that target muscle a lot more. So I feel like from a muscle growth perspective, oftentimes a pre-exhaust is the better way to go. But for me, since I'm really trying to prioritize my strength on the dumbbell shoulder press, I just decided to go straight into it. Warmed up with some lighter dumbbells. I really do prefer a reverse pyramid set scheme, meaning that, you know, you see me here warming up with the lighter weights, but I'm not taking those weights nearly close to failure. I want my first working set to be with a heavy weight. So I worked up to a set of 5 with the 80 pound dumbbells, and then a set of 4 with the 80 pound dumbbells, and then 2 sets with the 60s. So I just pyramid downwards. I find that this works really, really well, especially if you're trying to gain strength and you just progressive overload that over time and you'll be making progress for sure. My last set I did with the 50 pound dumbbells and then did a drop set to the 35 just to kind of burn out the shoulders a little bit more. After that, I moved on into a hammer incline press. And the first thing that you'll notice on this is that I'm actually going really, really light. You know, I do like to have one main strength movement per workout, but then after that, I'm keeping everything within like the 15 to 20 rep range. And specifically for an exercise like this, I do find that going lighter, specifically for like chest movements, I just find that I get way more muscle activation, some much better chest stimulus overall. This specific machine, the hammer incline, I'm not a huge fan of because I feel like most of the tension of the movement is towards the top rather than in the stretched position. But the machine that I prefer to use was in the outdoor gym, so I settled for this one today. But honestly, it felt pretty good. For this one, I do like to think about my elbows, imagining a resistance band around my elbows, and as I'm locking the weight out, my elbows are coming together, my biceps are coming together, and I'm really just trying to move the weight with only my chest, literally just imagining that my arms do not even exist and the weight is only being pushed with my chest. It really just helps to just have a really, really good squeeze and a really, really good mind muscle connection. And I feel like that is much more easily attained when working with a lighter weight, as you see here. My last set, I did this kind of leaning to the side type of deal to make sure that I'm getting my arm past the midline of the chest So of course, this is going to shorten the lengthened position, so you're not going to get as big of a stretch, but you are going to get a much better contraction. So for those of you who really struggle to feel your chest, this is a really, really great exercise for building that mind-muscle connection. You'll see that I have my hand on my chest, really just trying to focus, like I said, on moving the weight with only my chest. After that, moved on to this new shoulder press. I think the brand is called Bolt. And this machine was extremely humbling. I don't think I've ever used a shoulder press that's just like this heavy, just without any weight on it. So definitely very humbling, especially since I wanted to keep it higher reps since I already did the dumbbell shoulder press. I wanted just to do this movement just to kind of burn out the shoulders a little bit, get a little bit more volume on the shoulders, since that was really the priority for this workout. But nonetheless, this machine actually felt pretty good. I'm not sure it would become my go-to shoulder movement, only because it did feel a little bit, I don't even know, just a little bit clunky, a little bit heavy and stiff. Maybe it hadn't been broken in yet. I don't know what the deal was, but for this workout, it got the job done. After that, I moved on to a lateral raise machine. This machine may very well be my favorite machine for shoulders. It really prevents you from using any type of momentum to get the weight up, and it really keeps all the tension on the side delt. You can also hit front delt and rear delt on it. I didn't do any rear delts on this one. I wish I would have gotten a video clip of me doing it. But I also do really like going above parallel, like getting my arms above my head. I find that that gives the shoulder a little bit of a different stimulus. But overall, just trying to get some extra volume on the side delt, keeping this between like 15 to 20 reps with really light weights. And honestly, that's just been the theme for me. It's just like training with lighter weight. I just get a much better stimulus, much more blood flow, a much better pump. After that, I moved on to a dumbbell lateral raise, just to burn out the shoulders, you know, using a little bit of momentum, lighter dumbbells. And I find that the side delts specifically are a muscle that recovers really, really quickly. Like my side delts don't really get sore very often. And I feel like even if I take them close to failure and do a lot of sets, I could probably do another workout for them the next day and be fine and recover just fine. So any moment that I can get to really get some extra volume, I will make sure to do that. But overall, yeah, for me, I'm really trying to prioritize my shoulders and my chest. I feel like my back and my legs are pretty much there. It's just a matter of kind of bringing up those lagging muscle groups, which is why my program right now is kind of designed towards that. But yeah, here I am posing a little bit. So like I said, I'm down about 5 pounds. I do feel like my physique looks a little bit kind of tired. My body feels tired, a little bit worn down from the last 6 or 7 weeks of being in a deficit. You know, looking to lose like another 10 pounds. And yeah, still holding a little bit more than I would like to in the midsection, which is fine. I do expect that to fully come off as I continue to lose weight. But yeah, overall, really, really, really good workout. Training has been really good. And that's going to conclude today's workout. So I'm not going to lie, that workout felt kind of rough. I feel like my physique looks a little bit tired. My body feels definitely a little bit fatigued. Going on week 7 of this cut, being in a deficit for 7 weeks, and I'm definitely feeling it. And I feel like in the past, I've been able to handle it better because I was getting enough sleep and I didn't really have much going on. But especially right now with everything I have and just like training people and all the cardio and just everything, there's just so much more going on in my life at this point in time, and I'm just like really feeling it. So I'm thinking maybe later this week I'll take like 3 days off, up the calories, prioritize recovery, and just make sure that I'm good to go to really push a lot harder for the second half of this cut. But with that being said, if you made it to the end, I really, really appreciate you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.